Well, this is very interesting what's going on now. I also put in a recent column some stock market history. We look at a lot of indicators that work for a while and don't work for a while, and a
Hmm.
67% track record is, putting some odds on your side. Here's one, a stock market indicator that has an 87% success record over the last nearly 100 years. And that is, if the stock market gains in the 3 months preceding a presidential election, which is to say August,
Hmm.
September, and October, if the stock market is higher, let's leave it at that, a simple thing like that, 87% of the time, the incumbent party stays in power.
Interesting.
So, we've had some interesting days. We had
Yeah,
that
we have.
1,000-point down day. We've had the stock market rallying. There's a reason I started our discussion today with the Fed being apolitical, because they do move during election years, and half the time they move up and half the time they move down, and it's not political. Okay, conspiracy theorists, you can have your say, but that's just JP Morgan Asset Management. You can find that at terrysavage.com. Scroll down under my columns, and about the fourth one down now is the Fed political. So you can read it for yourself. So the fact is that we're having the stock market tell us some very interesting things these days. And we have to see. Now, I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say something that's controversial. I tend to avoid politics
Okay.
in my discussion. But particularly now, when you said it doesn't matter who wins in the sense of the markets and the economy, I agree with you more this time around than ever. I think this election, despite labels of left and right, and we're going to cut taxes for the rich or the middle class, I think this is going to be a really pivotal election based on a whole lot of other things that are very important to many Americans.
Sure.
And I think that economic policy, I go way back to when James Carville was in Clinton, it's the economy, stupid. Well, the economy's doing reasonably well. I mean, we're growing. We haven't had a recession. GDP is growing at 2% at
But for a
least.
lot of people, it's not.
I understand that completely. But the fact of the matter is, I don't think the economy per se is the issue this election. Now, what you were right, whenever we get to the end of this, next February 1st, when we're okay, it's done,
Mm-hmm.
and let's go forward, we have some big issues. And we will have a new Congress.
Yep.
And those elections are just, I think, equally important. Not equally, but very, very important this year.
Hey, Stan the Annuity Man here. Did you like that little taste of my podcast, Fun with Annuities? Hey, if you want to see the full version, click the link and watch the whole darn thing. Remember, Fun with Annuities. Live in the reality, not the dream.